am here today with my kit reveal. I am going to be joining Hannah, Christina, Felicia, and Megan for another round of For Love of Homemade Kits. I had so much fun doing it last month that I'm going to continue on with them and keep contributing to this video series because I think it's just so much fun and such a great way to break out of my habit of using kits or collections all together the way they were kind of sold to me. So I thought that would be really fun, and I'm going to keep going on with that. So for this round 7, this will be round 7, our inspiration piece was a Maggie Holmes The Fringe Hearts from the, I want to say, Bloom collection. I don't have the fringe hearts. I was never able to get them in stock and get a set of my own. So I'm going to attempt at some point during this video, this round, to make my own fringe hearts. And I will say this kit, it was really hard not to end up with a kit full of just Maggie Holmes because I have lots and lots and lots of Maggie Holmes in my stash. But I ended up pulling in from a lot of different designers and a lot of different places, and I like my kit the way it turned out. So I'm going to start here with the papers. The first paper we were supposed to choose was a floral. Again, it would be super easy to just go with a Maggie Holmes floral, but instead what I did was I grabbed a Felicity Jane paper from the Tuesday collection. It has this messy dot on the back, but I chose it for this beautiful yellow floral. And I thought that this beautiful yellow went really well. There's this bright yellow is in the fringe heart, so is the pink, so is the aqua. So great base paper to start my kit with. The next paper we decided to choose was a text paper. So this text paper is from an old paper pad from Michaels. I don't know what the collection's called. I don't know where it really, I don't even remember what the name of the pad was. I just know that I kept this sheet of paper because I loved the script. And it says, "Love you to the stars and back," over and over again. And it had this dark color. And if you look at my floral, I have this these dark leaves and the darks in the coral in this floral. So I thought that that worked really well together. The next paper was a paper with texture. And I chose this paper. This is a Maggie Holmes paper. This is from the Style Board collection. And I chose it for this side with all of the weathered wood. And I have some other wood going on later on down in my papers as well. My next paper is a circle paper, circle or dot paper. I chose this pink with the splatters. This is from Maggie Holmes Shine collection. And I really loved this pink and the polka dots. And I thought that that worked really well. And coordinated with the colors that are in those fringe hearts. Then we were to choose a specialty paper, and I chose this paper. This is wood veneer paper from My Mind's Eye. This has been in my stash a really long time, and I just have never come across what to do with it. So I decided to put it in this kit, and I'm going to try maybe punching it out with some punches, maybe even a border punch. Maybe a border punch. I'm not sure. It's really thin. It's wood veneer. So there's actually like a smooth side, and then there's a side that's like, I don't know how to describe it other than it kind of feels like wood. I'm a little afraid it might give me a splinter. So I'm going to put it back in its little sleeve here. So anyway, that's my specialty paper. This is just, it's from, well, it says 2014, so it's a bit old. It's been in my stash a while. And then for my freebie paper, I went ahead and just grabbed this fringe paper from Maggie Holmes. This is from the Bloom collection. So this is going to be my freebie paper, and I thought it was the perfect freebie paper because we're using the fringe hearts, and this has the fringe look on the paper. The last part of our paper supply was 6x6 pieces of paper or scraps. So I went a little overboard with this. Since I don't have those fringe hearts that we're using as our inspiration piece, and I know that I really want to try to make fringe hearts, I chose these 3 scraps from a couple different Maggie Holmes collections. This is from Shine. And this one is from Shine, I believe, too. And then this is the Vellum, which I also believe is from Shine. So we have those three. I also chose this paper with the scales on it and the music notes. And then these are just a bunch of Maggie Holmes 6x6 paper from all different 6x6 pads. There's some from Bloom. There's some from Style Board. There's some from Shine. All different collections. I think there might be some from Gather in here even. But there is some from Gather because this one's from Gather for sure. And I think these two are as well. Maybe this one too. So there's a lot of Maggie Holmes. And then, see, I told you I went a little overboard with the 6x6 pads and the paper scraps. I also had this 6x6, entire 6x6 pad from 2011. This is a really old, an older crepe paper collection called Pretty Party. And it had just lots of really nice colors and patterns that I thought would be fun to make into those fringe hearts. It coordinated really well with the colors that I have chosen for my kit. So I went ahead and just put the whole 6x6 pad in. And that will give me lots of paper choices. So whichever layout I decide to kind of attempt to make my own fringe hearts, I have lots of paper choices to choose from for those. And now we'll do our embellishments. So one of the embellishments we were to pick was 3x4 cards. These 3x4 cards that I chose came from one of two places. They either came from Maggie Holmes' Shine collection, Open Book, this one's Open Book, or Felicity Jane. This one's Felicity Jane, this one's Felicity Jane, this one's Felicity Jane, and this is Click Kits. So we have lots of different patterns and styles. I thought this would be a really cool one to journal on. This would be a really nice one to journal on. So those are my 3x4 cards. We also were to pick two alphabets. So for my alphabet choices, I chose these chipboard letters from Pink Paisley. These are from the C'est La Vie collection. And they're those ones that are gold dipped on the bottom and they have like the brick on the top. And then I also chose these letter stickers from Maggie Holmes. This is from the Confetti collection. And it's a big pack of stickers. Lots and lots of different sizes. And I thought that it would go really well. I'm pulling in a lot of gold in my embellishments. And this gives me a lot of titling options. So those are my two letter alphabet stickers. The next thing that will be part of our kit is tiny word stickers. So this is one of the new things that I picked out. This is from the brand new Gather collection. And these stickers are gold and there's some pink rose gold down here. They're really pretty and shiny. So those are my tiny word stickers that I've chosen. We were also to choose embossing folders. I chose two. This one is a Sizzix one. I believe it's a Tim Holtz embossing folder, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then this one is the Maggie Holmes Music Notes embossing folder. And I believe this is from Confetti as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I know it's a Maggie Holmes. And I actually have specific photos I want to use. That's why you'll see throughout this kit, I kind of made sure I put some of the music notes in because I knew I had photos I wanted to use for that. And then I also made sure that some of the ballerinas from the Gather collection are in this kit as well. So those are our embossing folders. And then we have washi tape. So I chose two washi tapes from Maggie Holmes Gather, this gold and the rose gold. So we have those two, and I'm going to put those right here because I don't want them to roll off my desk. My dog eats washi tape if he finds any. The next thing we were supposed to pick was buttons. So I'll just show you here. Here's my button container. I have a whole container of just loose, random buttons. So I went through that whole big container and I grabbed just colors that I thought would work. So we have some light pink, some dark pink, some white, some black, some cream, some aqua and mint, just a whole container of buttons. So we'll put those off to the side, and we'll be sure to use those as well. We also had texture paste to add to our kit. So I put 4 texture pastes in my kit. Probably, I don't know if I'll use all 4, but I wanted to make sure I had enough different colors to kind of coordinate with everything I had going on in this kit. So I have 2 from Heidi Swap. This is white and pink. And then I have 2 Dazzlers, which are Coral Me Crazy and See You in the Morning. So we'll play with those a bit too this round. And then for ephemera, so we were supposed to pick 1 pack of ephemera, but I did not pick 1 pack of ephemera. What I did was I went through my ephemera and I chose just an assortment of stuff. So most of these are from Maggie Holmes Die Cut Pack, but there's also October Afternoon in here, and there's also these little craft cameras from Maya Road. And then there's some die cuts. I'm just going to go kind of flip through them quick. There's some from Shine. These are from Shine. And some of these are pieces from Cut Apart Sheets. So there's acetate and die cuts. Those are from Shine. These are from Open Book. These are from October Afternoon. These are all, a lot of these are Open Book. This is from, I have 2 whole packs of the flowers from Open Book. They're really pretty, like the big packs of flowers. So I just pulled out a couple of those. This tag is from Open Book. So we have lots. I mean, you'll see here, these are Felicity Jane die cuts. So there's just a large assortment of different flowers and tags. These are from Gather. And I pulled these leaves out because I'd really love to do a full layout with this kit. I think that would be really pretty. So these back ones, these are all from the Gather collection. So we have a good bit of Maggie Holmes, but then I also have some October Afternoon, some Felicity Jane, some Pink Paisley, some Maya Road, and assorted papers and things to use on my kit. The last thing we were allowed to pick was a freebie. So for my freebie, I chose flares, and I actually filled this little pillow box with a collection of all different kinds of flares. So some of these flares are Felicity Jane, some are Click Kits, some are Feed Your Craft. These 2 are from Feed Your Craft. I think this one's from the Crafty Pickle. So it's a whole collection of different colors and sizes of flares. I kind of kept to a black and white a feel to them, but like this one is cream more than white maybe, and we have this gray one because there is some grays in this kit that I have, and also this yellow. And I thought if I pulled together the yellows and the grays and had this flare that said rad, I could get a boy layout together. So that's my plan for that one for sure. And then we have just some really cute, a little bow and a floral that matches the floral in that Felicity Jane paper. So that is my kit. I am super excited to work with it. I have lots of ideas. I might end up, I don't know, part of me wants to just kill it and do all 4 of my layouts right away, but I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. We'll see. So I hope that you've enjoyed this kit reveal, and I hope you'll stop in again every Tuesday in October to see how we use our homemade kits. Below you'll find links to Christina, Hannah, Megan, and Felicia's channels as well, so you can see what their kits look like. I'm sure they look much different than mine. They always do. They always look, all the different kits. I always love to watch all the kit reveals because it's so interesting how each of us takes this inspiration or this embellishment and our kits look totally different. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and stop in again on Tuesday. Bye!